हेलो हेलो। यूट्यूब में नहीं आ रही अभी भी? अब आएगी शायद। हेलो। रुक जा। लेकिन क्या सही से आ रही है आवाज़? हेलो हेलो, माइक टेस्ट। सही कैसे आ रही है? हेलो। ठीक है, ऐसे कुछ इको वगैरह नहीं हो रहा है ना? हाँ, तो वो हटा देना जैसे। तो मतलब अगर दो डिवाइस है और इको आ रहा है फिर दिक्कत होगी ना? क्या बोल रहा है? हाँ, ठीक है। ठीक है। ठीक है, तेरे दोनों डिस्कनेक्ट कर दे अभी। बोल कृष्णा। हाँ हाँ, मेरी आ रही है अभी भी। म्यूट किया है मैंने। तो भी आ रही है क्या? हाँ, जल्दी कर ले बस। ठीक है। हेलो हेलो। हेलो एवरीवन। क्या एक बार यार कंफर्म करोगे सही से आवाज़ आ रही है नहीं आ रही है? बैकग्राउंड वॉइस बहुत है। हाँ यार, वो तो अभी सॉल्व हो जाएगा। यूट्यूब पे चीज कर रही है मतलब ये जो स्क्रीन है वो इस पर नहीं है यूट्यूब अभी लाइव है चल रहा है मेरी आवाज नहीं जा रही नहीं कृष्णा को बोल दो ऑडिबल है
Krishna, you are audible. Yeah. मेरे को Krishna, let's wait for 5 to 10 more minutes. We'll start, right?
यस इट इज
Yes, yes. मेरे को ये कनेक्ट करके दे.
किससे नहीं उसके अंदर से ईयरफोन ले वो कनेक्ट कर ये वाले अलग से ये छोड़
हाँ.
तो नीचे वाले क्लासरूम में तो चल चल
Krishna, if you can interact with the people live, we are just setting up over here. So if you can interact with the people who are there in the live, it would be great. If you can open the live chat.
नहीं आवाज आ रही है
चालू. Hello. Guys, just confirming if everything is means the Gmeet screen is visible and the audio is clear. If you can confirm it on the chat. Hello, uh, guys. I think so. Yeah, Son told yes. So yeah, so I think so. Everything is the audio and video is now set. Krishna, you can start now. So guys, we'll start with the LR section first today. Krishna, he would be taking the class all the way from Bali. So now up to you, Krishna. Krishna, you can start. Share the screen and start. On. Hmm.
Hello everyone. So we are back again. Technological errors ये होते रहते हैं. Fine. So हम start करते हैं. Hello. Screen दिख रही है आपको? Can you see my screen, my face? My voice is audible. So guys, just write in the chat if you can hear me, if you can see my screen. Whoop. So this is our slides. Fine. Yep, all set. Fine. Comments दिख रहे हैं. Maybe there is a little lag, so no issue with that. Fine. So this is our logical reasoning section where we'll solve around 10, 11 questions. So what's the major thought process behind this session is just so you guys also solve with me. And the major point is not about the question level of questions, are they hard or not, but we have taken questions from all the topics. And here we are just focusing on how we think in exam. So how you quickly think in exam, I'll give you like 1 or 2 minutes before solving the question, and in that time, how you come up with a solution or what's your way, and you have to just decide, are you on the right track or not. Maybe your way can be different from mine, but as if you can reach to the correct answer, nothing matters. So solve with me, let's see. And keep messaging in the comments, like in the chat, so I'll be knowing that everything is working fine. If there is some issue, just write it in the chat. So are we ready to start? Just type ready or something. Let's go. Is everything okay? Should we start? Just message in the chat. या फाइन फाइन, वरद का मैसेज आ गया, ठीक है, हिमकेश का भी आ गया, फाइन. सो these are the links. You can join our Telegram and you can see our Delta platform as well. You can check our LinkedIn, YouTube, all those things. And further ado, let's start with our first question. So this is from blood relations. So read these questions and give your answers in the comments. Just like also check the note, because if the note is also not there, we here in this question we only consider two genders, male and female. Of course, we support equality and freedom, happy Pride Month, but for this question we'll only consider male and female, two genders. And just try to solve this and give me your answers in comments. The question is, pointing to a man, Arvind said, he is son of the only daughter of my mother's husband. Who is Arvind related to that man if Arvind is a male? Oh, okay. We got one answer from Varad. So let's try to solve this. So we have Arvind, who is pointing to a man X, and he's saying that he's the son of only daughter of my mother's husband. So his mother's husband is his father, right? Fine. So Arvind's mother's husband is his father, and his father's only daughter means Arvind's sister. Okay, and this guy is daughter of Arvind's sister, means Arvind's nephew. Okay, fine, bro. Fine. So you got the answer. The answer is nephew. I can see in comments as well. So Arvind is uncle of this X. Got it? Yeah, someone also commented uncle and all. So answer is nephew for this question. It's very easy. And you guys also answered it. So Arvind is an uncle, right? Arvind is an uncle to X. Answer is not nephew. X is nephew. A is the uncle. Fine. Let's go to the second question. It's related to direction sense. So let me know your answer in the comments. I'll read the question by then. Rahul puts his timepiece, it's a watch only, on the table in such a way that at 6 p.m., minute hand points to north. Okay. In which direction the minute hand will point at 9:15 p.m.? Fine. So let me know your answers in the chat. I think there is a little bit lag in terms of that. That's why I'll wait till then I can see the answers. Okay, I got an answer from Varad here. He's telling east. Let's check. Let's check. Um, so let's make our normal direction since here. East, north, south, east, and west. Fine. So 6 p.m. will be like this is 12, this is 6, this is our clock. So the minute hand, this is the minute hand which is pointing towards north. Fine. So if there is 9:15, this is 9, this is 3, this is 12, this is 6. So 9:15 means this is the hour hand and this is the minute hand. So it's pointing toward east. Fine, guys. Everyone is correct in the comments as well. It's east. You guys are very quick. Oh, so maybe there's a mistake by the person who prepared this PPT. It's east. Okay. Let's go to next question. Solve this question. It's a little bit complex than the other two, but not that. It's also easy. So a scientist has 4 dishes labeled A, B, C, and D. Each dish has a unique property. Dish A, bacteria count remains unchanged. Dish B, bacteria count increases by 50%. Dish C, bacteria count doubles, and then 10 more bacteria are added. Dish D, bacteria count triples, and then 21 bacteria dies. Okay. So the scientists transfer bacteria through dish in a sequence from A, B, C, D. From A to D, after each transfer, exact 20 bacteria are removed for test. Okay. So after every step, we'll remove 20 bacteria. Till then, you can keep solving the question and give your answers in the chat. So at each section, 20 bacteria are removed for test. At the end, no bacteria remains. Oh, okay. So we have to find with how many bacteria the scientists initially started with. Okay. So guys, you can tell me the answers in the comments. Then I'll start solving. So let's consider we have X bacterias at the start, and in first there is no change, so it remains X only till we go to dish B, and in dish B the count increases by 50%. But before that, I forgot that we have to remove 20 bacteria at every stage for the experiments. So this is the dish A, and we have initially X, but after that we removed 20. Fine. For experiments, so we have this which we transferred to dish B. Now what happens in dish B? Dish B increases by 50%. Okay, so let's increase the remaining bacteria. Oh, there is some issue with iPad, bro. I'm not used to with this device. Okay, so I didn't got any answers in the chat. Are you guys solving or not? Here in the B, we have increased the bacteria set by 50%, and again we have to remove 20 bacteria from this. So let's remove it. We'll not simplify this, so this expression till the end. It will be easier just to go as the question says. Okay, I think now it will be better. Whoop. Technology issues. Fine. So we have this much already, and from this we are removing 20 more. So these are the state at dish B. Sorry, my handwriting is bad. Sorry, guys, but I think you are getting the point. Now this is transferred to dish C. So let's write about C here. What happens in C? Let's check. I forgot the question. In C, the bacteria count doubles and then 10 more bacteria are added. Fine. So bacteria count will double and 10 more bacteria will be added. Fine. So let's double this expression. Okay, so someone in the comment says 29. Let's check. 39. Sorry, I don't know the answer. Let's check. I'm also solving with you guys as we'll solve in exam. So let's see. Fine. So let's double this. Two into x minus 20 into 1.5 minus 20. So we have doubled, and then it said like we have to add 10. Fine. So we have doubled and added 10. What is the criteria of the C dish? And then we have to remove 20 from this. So we'll remove 20 from this. So this is the bacteria which will go from C to D. Now what happens in D? Bacteria count triples and then 21 bacteria dies. Okay. So we have to triple this number which we have in C. Let's do. Okay. Fine. So this is our D dash where we have to triple the bacteria which are present here right now. So let's 3 into 2 into this complete bracket x minus 20 minus 20 plus 10 minus 20 So guys, we have tripled the number of bacteria we got from C in D, and then we have to, let's check what is the condition. We have like 21 bacteria dies from here. Fine. So minus 21. So 21 bacteria dies. So we have reduced 21 from this. And then bacteria triples and then 21 dies. Okay. And scientist says that at last we have no bacteria left in the dish. So then we have to solve this expression only. This whole expression equals to 0. Just we have to solve this whole expression. If you can't read this properly, I'll just recite. You have to solve it quickly and tell me in the chat. 3 whole bracket into 2 into whole bracket x minus 20 into 1.5 minus 20 plus 10 minus 20, and brackets are completed, and subtracted by 21, as in last dish will subtract 21 bacteria, and whole goes to 0 because at last we don't have any bacteria left. So just solve this, and as we have taken a lot of time in this question, the answer is 39. So I can see like someone has someone named someone has said 39, which is the correct answer. Let's go to next question. Yeah, the correct answer is 39. Okay, guys, let's solve this seating arrangement question. It's interesting. I'll give you few seconds to just read and then solve the question. Till then, I'll create a diagram. So question says that Akash, Divya, Manish, Naresh, Paresh, Rohan, Somesh, Tanu, a lot of people are sitting round in a circular table with 9 seats. So I have created 9 seats. Then all are facing away from center. This is very important point. Like all are facing away from center. So keep this in mind and keep solving if you are solving it on yourself. Uh, fine, guys. Fine, Nirav. You can check delta. Back to question. They all are facing away from center. This is important point. Divya sits fourth to the right of Manish. Okay. So Divya sits fourth to the right of Manish. So here let's first place Manish here because Divya is sitting with respect to Manish. So let's place Manish here. Fine. Then here directions are very important. Like as Manish is sitting by facing outside, so his right and left. His right will be here, and here will be the left. Fine. So Divya sits fourth to the right in the right direction of Manish. This is first, second, third, fourth. So Divya sits here. Fine. Now let's read ahead. Divya sits fourth to the Manish. Somesh is an immediate neighbor of Divya and Naresh. Okay. So Somesh is immediate neighbor to Divya or Naresh. So Somesh can be here or here, but we don't know the directions yet. Fine. So and Naresh can also be in other direction, like Naresh can be here or here, but we don't know directions yet. So let's read ahead. uh, Rohan sits second to the right of Divya. Rohan sits second to the right of Divya. So see, right of Divya is Divya is facing away from the table, right? So if we imagine, you have to move and you have to imagine. So this is right and this is left. So I have wrote the directions, right? This is the right for Divya and this is the left for Divya. Fine. So Rohan sits second to the right of Divya. Second. So this is first. This is first. This is second. Fine. So Rohan sits here. This is Rohan. This is Rohan, guys. Fine. So we got the answer of Somesh and Naresh also. So as Rohan is here, so Naresh can't be here. So then Naresh will be here. Naresh. And this is our Somesh. Fine. So Somesh is exact immediate neighbor to Naresh and this Divya. Let's go ahead. Uh, Akash is not an immediate neighbor of Manish and Divya. Fine. Okay, let's check. So Akash is not an immediate neighbor. Can you see Akash is not an immediate neighbor? So he's not. So he can't be here or here because these are immediate neighbor positions to Manish, and he's also not an immediate neighbor to Divya. So he can't be here as well. So see, we only are left with one position where Akash can be there. So let's change. Akash will be here. Fine. We got the position of Akash as well. Uh, Tanu sits second to the left of Paresh. Tanu sits second to the left of Paresh. So who is Paresh? We don't know yet. Let's see. Who to the immediate left of Paresh? Okay, we have to find. Tanu sits. Tanu sits second to the left of Paresh. Okay. Have I missed Paresh? Who to the immediate left of Paresh? Okay. Give the answers. Where Paresh will sit. Tanu sits second to the left. Okay. Let's check. Sit second. Fine. Second. Okay. So we have to decide about Paresh as well. We have no information exactly about Paresh. So let's check. So let's try all conditions. If Paresh sits here, is it possible? Can Tanu sit second to the left of Paresh? Left is this side. So can Tanu sit here? No. This is already occupied. This is also occupied. Like both the second places from this place is already occupied. So let's shift to this. Can Paresh sit here? Uh, but for that we need that Tanu to sit in the second position in the left direction. So this this is the left this is the left direction to Paresh, right? But here the second position is not empty, it's already occupied by Rahul. So here also we can make Paresh to sit here. So finally the last position we have this one where Paresh will sit, and the this is the right of Paresh and this is the left of Paresh. Got it? Sorry for the diagram, guys, but I think you are able to understand this. And then Tanu sits second to the left of Paresh, so Tanu sits here on this position. So I hope you guys understand that this is Manish, this is Paresh, this is Naresh, Somesh, Divya. Oh, okay. Divya. This place is empty right now. This is Rahul. This is, who is this? Akash. Then this is Tanu. And this is Manish again. Fine. So the final question is, who is the immediate left of Paresh? So this is Paresh. And this direction is the left direction because he is sitting by facing outside of the table, outwards. Fine. So who is the immediate left? Manish. So the correct answer is Manish. I didn't got the answer in the comments, guys. What are you doing? Are you watching? Are you solving? Did you understood this part? How Manish becomes the right answer?
Let me call it when the
Yep, Manish is the right answer. Maybe I'm seeing the chat a little late. I saw one answer of Manish.
Yeah,
So you got the answer right. It's Manish. Let's move on to next question.
we'll have to check.
This is the next question from Venn diagram sets. So read the question and try to solve this. So the main objective is this session is like you solve with me, just read the question and as quick as possible try to solve something. So just test your brain. Are you able to think in the right direction or not? Maybe your way can be different from mine, but is the answer, the final answer is correct or not. That is the main objective. Okay. So this is the question. We are halfway, guys. We are at the fifth question for the LR section. We'll have the math section as well from Sandeep, which can be more hectic than this.
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
So I'll start reading the question. A survey was conducted of 120 people to find out whether they had subscribed to recent issues of Tech World. Okay, it's some magazine, a weekly magazine. A summarized information regarding subscription in 3 consecutive weeks is given below. Only week, okay. Oh, and there are a lot of features of this iPad. I don't know. Okay, fine. Only week 2. People who read only week 2 of the magazine are 15. Fine. Hope you guys can hear me. Just let me know in the chat. Hope I'm audible to you all. Fine, let's continue. Yeah, so we are at Venn diagram question. I can see some doubts in the comment. Fine, let's continue. So week 2, 15 people. Week 2, but not week 3, is 22 people. Week 2 and week 1 is 12. There are a lot of data. Just try to write it down so that it's easier for you in the exam if you're solving. That means for me, like making the Venn diagram is the easier way. I'm able to process data more easily. So let's try that. You can do in your own way, whichever you like. Okay. So, oh my god. Okay, I can use this. I can't use this, but let's make our diagram here. Okay. So this is our universal set where we have week 1, week 2, and week 3. Okay. This is week 1, week 2, week 3. Okay. So total we have how many? We have 120 people, and fine. There are 3 magazines. We have already drawn them. Only week 2 we have 15 people. Week 2, but not week 3 we have 22 people. Okay. Okay. So only week 2. Only week 2 means this area, right? Only week 2 means this area, right? And week 2 but not week 3 means this area, but we have to exclude the week 3 part. We have to exclude this area. So this complete area is week 2 but not week 3. Fine. Let me rub this a little bit. Sorry. Okay. So only week 2 have 15 people, and here in week 2 but not week 3 means week 2 and week 1 only we have 22 people. So this combined is 22. But so what will be for this area, for this area? So it will be 22 minus 15, that is how much? 7. So this area have 7 people. Fine. Let's move on. Week 2 and week 1 have 12. So okay, someone has said the answer 20 or 7. Let's check. But I think the answer is not correct. Whatever I can see right now, 20 and 7 is not the correct answer. So here we got 7. Then week 2 and week 1 there are 12 people. Okay. See. Maybe you guys can see my pointer. Yeah. So week 2 and week 1. So this whole area. Can you see my pointer? I'm hovering over it. Week 1 and week 2, this complete area has 12 people. And already this have 7 people. So the remaining area should have 5 people, right? This area should have 5 people. So this is 5. Because the whole together cumulative intersection between week 1 and week 2 is 12. So we got this area which have 5 people, and this is the intersection of all 3 weeks, right? Through the Venn diagram we can come to this conclusion. Then let's move on. Week 2 has 35. So overall week 2 has 35 people. So till now we have noted down about these 15, 7 and 5. So what is the total of this? 27. And we have told that week 2 have total of 35 people. So just total of 35 minus 35. Okay, what's happening? 35 minus 27 is equals to how much? 8. So we have 8 people here. Is the complete week 2 is, we have filled the week 2 completely right now. If you calculate everything, you get 35 as the answer for week 2. Fine, let's go to the next part. It's like week 1 has 55 questions. Okay, so let's keep this information. We can't directly plot week 1 right now. So week 1 has 55, and then week 1 and week 3 have 8. Okay. So you can see the hover. This is week 1 and week 3. So it has 8 people total. And we have already got these 5 people which are in the intersection. So the remaining ones here will be 3 people, right? 3. So we got the complete 8 people here. Got it? Fine. Now there are total 55 people in week 1. So now we can again do the calculations here. We can total this 7 plus 3 plus 5 is how much? 15. So total there are 55 people in week 1, and we have plotted right now 15 of them in different sections of week 1. So how many are remaining? 40 people. So 40 will be here. Now if we have to find out how many people are here in this area, we can find out, like we have to calculate all these, and then we have to subtract it from one. We have 28. We have 28 people outside which do not have brought any magazine. So we have 120 minus 28, which is how much? 92. 92, right? So you have to add all these and subtract from 92. So you'll get the answer for how many people are reading just week 3 magazines. Fine, I'll just clear this all. A lot of mess I have created here. Fine. So, but for this question, we don't need to find out that. Uh, I told you the way to calculate it. Here we have to calculate what is the number of surveyed people who has subscribed to exactly 2 consecutive weeks. Fine. Pay attention, guys. Consecutive, not just 2 weeks, but consecutive 2 weeks. So the answer is like week one and week two is consecutive, right? For them, the answer is 7. Week 2 and week 3 are consecutive. So answer is 8. Till now, the answer is 7 plus 8. And should we calculate, should we add this 3 as well? It's week 3 and week 1, which are not consecutive. So there are the 3 people are reading week 1 and week 3 2 magazines only, but they are not consecutive. So we'll not that into the answers. So our final answer here is 15. Sounds good? Did you understood the solution? Varad and someone, did you got like where you're lacking or where you did the mistake? Because the right answer is 15. Till now, I can't see any right answer in the comments. Maybe if there is some lag I'm facing, so sorry for that. But hopefully you got the answer. So I can see yes from Varad. Fine. So answer for this question is 15. Let's move on to next question. Simple and compound interest. Why Neha is saying no? If you didn't understood, you can maybe. Okay, what thing you didn't understood? Like specify. Okay, maybe you can in YouTube you can go back and check. You can check. You'll understand because I have taken a lot of time to explain this, and it's very easy. Very easy. You can check it again later on. So this is the next question. Check this. It's from simple and compound interest. But let's deal this question at the end. Just remind me, guys, to deal this question at the end. It has something special associated with this. Hope you guys didn't saw the answer. Whoop. Fine. Let's go to question number 7. This is from charts. Are you all with me? Just type it into comments. Is everything okay? Can we go ahead with question number 7, charts? Just comment in the chats, guys. Okay, fine, Varad. We'll go ahead. So you can read question number 7. It's related to chart data interpretation related question, which also includes the concept of a ratio and proportion. So give it a try. So let me start reading the question. The ratio of export to import in terms of money in crores of two companies over the years. In 1995, the export of company A was double that of company B. Okay. Let's start writing this. The export, why it's like this? Export of company A is equals to double the export of company B. Then, if the import of company A during the year was 180 crores, what was the approximate amount of imports of company B during that year? Okay, fine. So we have to find the amount of import by company B in the year 1995. Okay. So see the chart. See the chart here. So 1995 is this area. Fine. So here the red one is company A and this is company B, the blue one. So let's write about the data. So it's about the ratio between export and import. So here, okay, someone said 360 crores. Let's check. So the order is very important, guys, in ratio and proportion. So the export of A by the export of, sorry, fine, the export of A divided by the import of A. This ratio is from the graph you can see 1.75. Okay, so and the ratio for export and import for B is, you can see in the graph, it's 0.75. So export by import equals to 0.75. Got it? My handwriting is bad. Bear with it. Fine. So let's just simplify this. EA equals to 1.75. Export of A is 1.75 times import of A. Fine. In 1995. Okay. So now let's deal with the main question, that the import of company A during 1995 was 180 crores. Fine. So this was the import, right? So can we, from this expression, calculate the export of company A in 1995, in year 1995? It's very easy from the expression we got that. Let's solve it here. So it will be export of A will be 1.75 times of 180. Okay. Okay, Jerry, Mr. Jerry, you can ask about these questions in our maybe the Telegram channel. People might reply you there with the exact numbers. So let's focus here. So export of A in year 1995 is 1.75 times of 180, which is 315 crores. Okay, so we got EA. Now, we also know that EA is double of EB in 1995. So we can also calculate export of company B. So export of company B will be half of EA. Hope you guys understand this. And it will be half of 315 crores. A lot of money. Fine. So let's keep it this only. No need to divide right now. I don't like decimals, but it makes easier. The calculations easier sometimes. So this is the export of B. Now the main question was to find out the import of company B. We got the export and we also know this formula, right? From this we can calculate the import of B, right? So let's quickly calculate this. So what will be the expression? Like import of B will be export of B divided by 0.75. Let's go here. Okay, so the expression will be, if you remember, export of B divided by 0.75. You got it? So here just we have to put the values, which are 315, 0. Wait. Okay. 315 crores by 2 into divided by this 0.75. Okay, so we have to solve this expression. Okay, fine. So the final answer for this is 210 crores. So yeah, someone has said about 210. Yeah, it's the right answer. 210 crores is the final answer. The import done by company B in year 1995. Okay, so we are done with question number 7 as well. Yeah, the answer is correct. 210. Let's go to coding and decoding. Solve this, guys. Let me know in comments. And did you understood the last question? If there is any doubt, let me know in chat. Is everything clear till now? Just comment in the chat if you understood everything till now in terms of questions. If you have other doubts, please reach out to people in our Telegram community. You can join that and all your doubts will be cleared there. Hello, is there any doubt? Is there any problem with the previous question? हाँ, क्या हुआ भरत? Any issue? इंटरचेंज दी पोजीशन, कुछ गड़बड़ हुई क्या? Okay, fine. Okay, got it. Okay, you are telling the answer of the next, sorry, of the uh, decoding and coding decoding questions. Fine, got it. So let's try to solve this as well. So coding decoding questions are mostly like you have to try a few patterns, and if you get that, if you can find out that pattern was, means there is no fixed formula or some set that through which you can get the answer. There can be any type of decoding uh, and coding done here. So let's try a generic way, whatever the major possible ways we try here can be. Symbol is written as NZTMPC. Okay, so let me first write this. SYMBOL. Fine. NZTMPC. Now let's check. Okay, I can see answer. I don't know the correct. Let's check. So the basic way, first we'll see, like, is there a pattern between S and N? Is there some kind of yeah, like N is smaller than S. So if there is like the immediate one-to-one pattern, then it should follow for every letter here. So like S is bigger than N, then Y should be bigger than Z as well, which doesn't match, right? Like the difference here is just of one, and which is also lesser. Here also M is smaller than T, so the pattern doesn't follows. So we'll not go with one-to-one relation in the consecutive order right now. So let's check diagonal. Key is S is related to C in the same way in which L is related to N. So we have to like complementary check. If we are checking for diagonal, let's check for the other end as well. So S is bigger than C, but L is not bigger than N, because N comes after L, right? So we will not even calculate how many numbers, because we can exactly see that this pattern is not matching. So we can't also go this diagonal as well. So let's try S and Z. Is there any connection between these two? If there is a connection, then there should be connection between these two or these two in the same direction, in the same way. So like S is smaller than Z, but Y is bigger than N. So this pattern doesn't work. Let's check this. Y and T or Y and M. Is there some pattern like S is smaller than Z, but Y is bigger than T and M both? So this pattern also doesn't work. Let's check S and T. S is smaller than T. Fine. Now let's check Y with N. No, sorry. S is big. QRST. Okay, S is smaller. Y, 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 this also doesn't work. let's check this kind of structure. As there are equal number of pairs, their proper distribution is happening. So okay, I can see few answers in the comment uh, from Neha, Vara, then someone. Let's check. I don't know. Yeah, so S and T are connected in terms of QRST, the plus one. So there is a plus one relation between S and T. Now in M and N, oh, what happened? Fine. So in M and N, there is also a difference of one. Like M, then N comes after that. So this is matching. So let's try with others as well. P, is it connected with C? Yeah. BC is connected. And L and M, are they connected with each other? Yeah, it is connected. So M, L, L, M, N. Okay, M, N, L, M. So we can see there is a plus one relation here. This is also a plus one relation. If we plus 1 in S, we get T. Here also it's a plus 1. This is also a plus 1 relation. So what will be the decoding of number? So in the same way, NM. Wait. Okay. MNO. Okay. Here, what will come? MN. So here we'll write N. VUVW. Am I correct? UV. Oh, sorry. I thought it's a V, but it's U. V. Here it's O. Now let's try for this. B, C. For R, it's Q, R, S, S. And for E, what's it? E, F. Let's check. If I'm not wrong and I have implemented the logic correctly, let's check the answer. NVO, SFC. NVO, SFC. Okay. The answer is correct. Someone has wrote the correct answer. Neha, you were wrong. Do you have any other logic? Maybe you can write your logic. If we can find out if there are two. Okay. Fine. So hope you guys understood the logic for this. So like coding decoding questions are like that. Like you can try with few patterns and try to match if they're working or not. Okay, next question, clocks and calendars. Read the question and let me know your thoughts, how we'll proceed. If you know the solution, let me know in the chat. And if you have any other logic for the 8th question, you can maybe write your logic as well. If you have decoded it in some other way, we'll recheck the question. Is everything all right till now? Just write in the comments if I'm audible, if everything is okay, you're understanding till now. Okay, fine. Fine. So let's solve this question. I can see one answer here, 2021, but I don't know. Let's check. I'm also solving with you guys. This question is made by Hemkesh, whole PDF. So let's see, and let's solve it together. Uh, Clocks and calendars. So in 2018, Rajesh celebrated his birthday on Tuesday. Fine, which will be first year after. Which will be the first year after 2018 when Rajesh will celebrate his birthday on Sunday. Okay, and he's not born in January or February. Fine. So just let me know if you guys can type what is the criteria to check leap year. You can let me know in the comments if you guys know. Because like mostly calendars questions are related to leap year and all those things are they ask about leap year mostly. So if you guys know what is the criteria to check if the year is leap year or not. And if you don't know about this, please check out our masterclasses on Delta's platform in the website. There we have sessions on all the major topics of LR and maths. So you can comment if you know. Till then, I'll start solving the question. In 2021, Rajesh has celebrated his birthday on Tuesday. Fine. So the main logic is in the normal year, your birthday is pushed by 1 day to when you go to the next year. But in the leap year, your birthday is pushed by 2 days. So if your birthday is on Sunday, on a leap year, then the next year it will be pushed by 2 days. So it will be on Monday, Tuesday. It will be on a Tuesday. So it's the logic behind those. So we just have to figure out which year is leap year and not in the duration and start calculating it. So someone has said 2022. I can also see 2021. So let's see what is the right answer. I'll just give you few more seconds if someone can tell me the logic to calculate leap year. Okay, let's move on. I didn't got the logic yet in the comments. Fine. So mostly for here, we'll first check by dividing it with 4. There are more conditions as well for that. If you don't know, check our masterclass. But here, the basic thing is let's check it by dividing it via 4. And if it's completely gets divided, then it's a leap year. But here 2018 is not completely divisible by 4. You can check like how we check if something is divisible by 4 or not. We'll check the last 2 digits, but 18 is not divisible, right? Yeah, someone has wrote. Yeah, that's correct. So 2018 is not a leap year, it's a normal year. Fine. And the birthday right now is on Tuesday. So in 2019, it will be pushed by just 1 day as 2018 is the normal year. So it will be Tuesday plus 1, which will be Wednesday. Fine. Now 2019 is also not divisible by 4, so it's also a normal year. So in 2020, his birthday will be on which date? comment guys if you know. In 2020, his birthday will be on Wednesday plus 1, which is Thursday. Fine. Thursday. Now, here 2020 is divisible by 4. So, in the next year, 2021, his birthday will be pushed by 2 days. Thursday plus 2. Oop. Thursday plus 2. So, it will be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday. In 2021, his birthday will be on Saturday. And as 2021 is not divisible by 4, it's a normal year. In 2022, it will be pushed by just 1 day. So Saturday plus 1 is Sunday. So the final answer is 2022. And look, few of you were right. The answer is 2022. Okay, let's move on. Where is the answer? Yep, the answer is 2022. You're right. So this is the next question related to work and time. You can start reading it. Hope you understood the last question. If you have any doubt, let me know in chat. Is everything all right till now? Just comment in chat if everything is so all right, all good, you're understanding. The voice, audio, video, everything is okay. Yes, fine. Thank you, Chetan. So this is the next question about work and time. Start solving it, and if you got the answer, let me know in chat. Yep, thank you, Varat. Thank you, Chetan. Nice to know that everything is okay till now. It's a little lengthy question to read, so I'm giving you a little more time. So read this question. Hope my voice is not too slow. It's audible to you all. Yeah, bro. So I'm currently part of Apple Developer Academy, which is happening in Bali. So that's why I'm here. Okay, guys. Keep solving and let me know if you get the answer in the chat. Till then, I'll write the given statements. Yeah, I have updated the iPad to 20 iOS 26. You can see this glass display. Fine. So, Master Aurelius can brew a complete healing elixir in 24 hours working alone. Fine. His apprentice Lyra can do the same task in 36 hours alone. Yep, Varad. After we are done, I'll show you. So, uh, fine. Lyra can do the same task in 36 hours alone. Fine. So, let's say A takes to complete a task 24 hours and Lyra L takes 36 hours. Then begin brewing, if they begin brewing together, but after working for 4 hours, Master Elurus RA must leave to gather rare moonflower. While Elurius is away, Lyra continues alone but work at only 75% of her normal efficiency due to the complex processes. After Lyra works alone for some time, Elurius return with a new assistant, Finn. Oh, so Finn also joins the process. So now we have three people who can complete the elixir in 30 hours if working alone. So here in work and time, first we write about the efficiencies of all the person. So let's say A have the efficiency of completing the work in 24 hours. So it's like we consider work as one, a complete work as a whole as one. So the efficiency of A is 1 by 24. Then the efficiency of L is 1 by 36. Okay. So efficiency of, oh, sorry, it's not B, it's L, Lyra. And then for Finn, the efficiency is, what is the efficiency? 1 by 30 to complete the task alone. So these are the efficiencies of each member to complete the task alone. But are they doing it alone? Let's check. So first, A and L start the work for 4 hours together. Okay. So the major task is completed in three major steps. So first is A and L doing it together. A and L. What's happening? Okay. A and L doing it together for 4 hours. So we have to like add both efficiencies and then multiply it with 4. So quickly do the LCM here. What is the LCM of 36 and 24? Any answers in the comment? So it's 72. And then it's 3 times for 24 and 2 times for 36. So it's 5 by 72. It's the total efficiency of both working together. But now we have to multiply it with 4 because they have worked for 4 hours. Right? So this much amount of work is completed by A and L in 4 hours. This is how we calculate that. This is the part 1. Like, let's go on to part 2. Like, what happened after this? After this, A went away and L was alone completing the task for some time. We don't know for how much, but for some time. Let's read the question. Lyra continues alone but works at 75% of her normal efficiency. So efficiency also reduced here. After Lyra worked for some time, A returns with F, who can complete the work in 30 hours. Okay, that's okay. All three then work together to finish the remaining task if L worked alone for exactly twice as long as three of them working together at the end. Okay, so at third part, if they are working for X hours, so in second part, the Lyra had worked double the time of that, means 2x hours she had worked alone in the second part for completing the work. So we have to find the total time to complete the work, right? Okay. Is there an answer? 5 by 18. Is it the answer for this question? Or 19? Oh, okay. I don't know. We'll check. What is the final answer? Fine. So let's move on to part 2. Part 2 is, let's consider 2x because part 3 is x. So 2x times Lyra working at 75% efficiency. So that will be, Lyra has a efficiency of 1 by 36, which we have to multiply it by 0.75 to get the, it's 75% of efficiency. So let's calculate that. Whoop. Oh, what's happening with this iPad? 0.75. Okay. So this is the amount of work Lyra alone completed. So let's simplify this. This will be 2x 1 by 48. Oop, is it lagging? 1 by 48.
ब्रेक नहीं होगा
4.9. Okay, someone said 4.9 hours. Let's check. Okay, so 2x into 1 by 48 is the amount of work Lyra did in the part 2. Let's move on to part 3, where all the three of them were doing the work together for X amount of time. So in part 3, we have to calculate the efficiencies of all three. Whoop. Wait, guys. Okay. So in part 3, we have to add efficiencies of all three and then work on it. But just check it, like, is Lyra working on full capacity? All the three workers together finish the remaining layer. If Lyra worked alone at reduce for this, uh, okay, twice of them. Okay. So Lyra was like working on the same 75% efficiency for the part 3 as well. So we'll just add all those efficiencies. Like for A, it was 1 by 30, 1 by 24, 1 by 24. And then for Lyra, it was 1 by 48, the 75% efficiency. And then for Finn, it was 1 by 36, if I'm not wrong. 1 by 48. And then for Finn, it was 1 by 30. Calculated calculate and calculate the LCM and then get to the answer. The LCM of 24, 48, and what is for Finn, it was 30 hours, if I'm not wrong. Let me check. For Finn, it's 30 hours, fine. So we have to calculate LCM of 24, 48, 30. So what's the LCM? The LCM is 240 for all these three. So we'll just calculate the LCM and check the answer. I'll quickly add this. 10 by 240 plus 5 by 240 plus 8 by 240. Yeah, correct, Neha. You're right. Maybe I got the chat a little bit late. I think is there a net issue? No, fine. Plus 8 by 240. So the final calculation will be 23 by 240. This is multiplied by x hours. This was the efficiency of all three working together into x hours. So 23x by 240. So we got like the part of work they did in all three stages: stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. And the as we have decided in the start of the question, the whole work is 1. The whole work, we consider it as 1. So we'll just add all these fractions and calculate the x. So I can see 99 in the comments. Let's quickly add these three sections. Let's check what was the section 1. It was 20 by 72. Okay, okay. Okay. So let's just add all these three sections. First one was 20 by 72. There is some lag, I guess, on the iPad. Plus for section 2 it was 2x by 48. Let's move on. 2x by 48 plus the last section, which was 23x by 240. Fine. So 23x by 240. So we have just like this whole is equal to 1. We just have to calculate this whole expression, which is equal to 1, and we have to find x. So with x, we can calculate the total number of hours. And the answer will be like for section 1, we took 4 hours. For section 2, we took 2x. And then section 3, it was x. So it will be 4 hours plus 3x will be the final answers of how many hours these all three took to complete the task. 2x plus x. This is the total number of hours. So we just have to calculate the x. And here also you have to take LCM. We will share the PDF after the class, of course. And you just calculate it. And for now, the final x will be, after you'll calculate, it will be 5.25 hours. So you guys can calculate while finding the LCM and all. I'll just do it quickly as we have to move on to math section as well. So x will be 5.25 hours, and just we have to put in this formula. So 4 plus 5.25 for here will be 10.5. So we completed part 2 in 10.5 hours, and then for the last hour we took 5.25 hours. So it's completely it goes to 19.75 hours. So 19.75 is the right answer. 10.5 plus 5.25 equals to 19.75. So Abhinav Agarwal was approximately right, was close. Hope others also understood the solution. We'll share the PDF as well so you guys can refer to it. Sorry for the inconveniences. If you have any doubts, you can let me know in the chat. Is everything okay? Let me know in the chat if everything is okay, and if I have any doubt. Hope everything is right. You understood all things. Let's move on to next question. Oh, okay. Hope everything is
Hey Krishna, so
understood all things.
uh,
Let's move on to next. Hello.
uh, yeah, so are we complete with the questions, right, Krishna?
Yeah, mostly it's the bonus question, 11th one. So maybe students can solve this and let us know in the Telegram group.
Yeah.
We can move on.
So Krishna, can you announce what would be means one question is remaining the
Yep,
sixth
yep, yep.
question?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. So, guys, we have left one question earlier. Let's go back to it. It was like question number 6, I guess. Uh, just wait, guys. So it was, I think, question number 8, which we have not solved that time. So this was related to simple and compound interest, and we have just you can say a giveaway kind of stuff. So whoever solves this question, you can maybe take a screenshot of this question, solve this question first, and tell us in the our Telegram community. You can join this. You can find the link in the description. Whoever solved this question first will get 50% discount on any course from Delta. I'll just share this question. Hope you can see that question. Question number 6 from simple and compound interest.
Yeah, so we would be sharing the PDF of this class too on the SST Aspirants group and on our website, the Delta website. So you could also get the question from there too. So I think we are over with the LR part. First
Mhm.
of all, Krishna, it's great like uh, you being at Bali right now and taking the class. It was fun having you over here. Um, Now let me. So after 5 minutes, we would start the maths part two. Sandeep would be taking those that session. But in between that, if anybody have any doubts, you can just write it in the YouTube chat, and I would be here to solve it.
Yep, guys, you can write it in the comments. And thank you. Thank you, everyone. It was nice taking the session. Sorry for the inconveniences which happened a lot with the PDF, but hope you guys understood. And the main motive for this session was just the right direction for the question in the exam. So we just solved the questions as we solve in exam. Quickly, we just came to the point and just tried to solve it. And we did right.
Yeah, Neha is saying that can we share different questions PDF? So Neha, you could go and check out the Delta Education website. You would be able to see a sample paper right over there. You could try to solve that sample paper. It's there in the at the free of cost, and also there are many. We have taken three master classes. Let me just share my screen once. I'll show you entire screen. Yeah. So so this is the Delta's website. I'll just log in and yeah. So you could see that we are having this free sample papers. You can Neha and all the others who want more questions over it. You can check the sample papers. It's present at the website at free of cost. Apart from that, as I mentioned, that we have taken many master classes. So three master classes from each subject from maths, three from maths and three from LR. You could also get questions from here also. There are, I think so, approximate 10 questions in each master class, and they are unique. So you can find the questions over here also. And apart from that, if you need more practice, more timed practice, then you could check out our paid courses as well. You could, means it's already mentioned it over here, like Achievers package contains full your NSET preparation plus your interview preparation, and also the foundation and the mastery package helps you for the NSET preparation, and the Elevate package helps you for the interview preparation itself. Right? I hope Neha I answered your question where I will get the link. So just type, yeah, Shrime has already shared you with the link. Is there any scholarship for EWS category? So at N Scalar, we don't have any scholarship criteria. I think so. They are giving only two types of scholarships. One is merit based, and another one is need based. And it all depends on your. I think so. As far as I know, according to your family income. But yeah, it's all on Scalar and the documents that you provide to Scalar. But for further info, you can check out with your counselor who is appointed by Scalar. Yeah, guys, any more questions or we can start off with the maths part? Like Sandeep is already ready. Like Chetan told that if we give approx answers like for 9.9, if I type 10, will it be correct? So in the question, it would be mentioned that up to how many decimal places you need to give the answer. If it is said that up to two decimal places, then you need to give the exact answer. If they have told that round off to the nearest integer, then you need to do the same thing. So yeah, that's the thing. Okay, then I think so. There are no more questions. Sandeep, you are good to go. Now it's all on you. Let's start with the maths part then.
Uh, Hello everyone. Am I audible? So can you just write in the chat that am I audible or not? Yeah, we may start. Okay. Hmm. So am I audible, guys? Can anyone confirm that am I audible or not? Okay, okay, great. So okay, so let's share my screen with you. So is it visible? Okay. So let's start with the top 10 expected questions of mathematics section. And I am Sandeep Dey. I am going to solve the questions with you and basically solve with you and to tell you the approach, how can you approach the problems. So let's start. Okay, so first of all, we already mentioned that we have various courses on our platforms, Delta platform. You can also join the Telegram community where we discuss about many things. Where the student who have already got admission, they also help each other. So you can get help from already selected students. Also, we are also active in the chats, so we can help you in your journey. And also we have master classes in our platforms YouTube channel. You can go and check out our master classes and you can have a good preparation before going to the exam, right? Okay, so let's start with the first question. So this question is from the topic of ratio and proportion. So I'm going to read it for you and then you can take 1 or 2 minutes to solve the question, then I am going to solve this, right? Okay, so the question says a mobile phone shop has 100 handsets manufactured by only 3 different companies: Glass, Hang, and Wax. Each company makes phones of exactly 3 different colors: black, silver, and white. The total number of white phones is 9 less than that of black phones. The number of silver phones is less than that of black but more than that of white ones. Among the white phones, 46 and 2 by 3% were manufactured by Glass. The number of white phones manufactured by Hang and Wax are the same. Among the handset manufactured by Wax, the number of silver phones is 2 more than that of white phones, and the number of black phones is 2 more that of silver phones. Half of the handset in the shop are of Glass company. Among the handsets manufactured by Hang, 35 are of black color. Smita randomly selects a mobile handset from available stock in the shop. What is the probability that she select a handset manufactured by Glass, given that it is white in color? Round off to 3 decimal place. Okay, so I hope you have understood the question. There are a lot of information in the question, so you can give it a try and try to guess the answer. Uh, and we'll continue in 2 minutes. I'm seeing the chat if anyone can give the correct answer or not. So there are a lot of information in this question, and there are some logical deduction you have to make to solve this question. So basically in maths also you need logical reasoning, right? Great. Anyone have solved it? Is anyone trying? Can you give a response in the chat? Okay, so let's start solving this question. So I'm going to solve this question now. Also, if you have any doubt, you can comment in the chat section. So I'll explain you again if needed. Okay, so first of all, there are so much information in the question. So first of all, see, there are 3 different companies who manufacture the handsets and 3 different colors in which all the 3 companies make the uh, handsets, right? So there are total 9 combinations possible, right, for every company and of every color, right? So there are total 9 combinations. So let's first, and all of the 9 have some value, right? This much amount of white phone made by Watts company, and so on, right? So first of all, let's try to create a table. In this table, what we will have is that, let's create a 3x3 table, and where, let's say I have three colors, right? White, silver, and black. And I have 3 different companies: glass, hand, and wax. Right. Now try to calculate for all the boxes what will be the value. Right. So first of all, see, there are total 100 handsets manufactured by 3 companies, right? So there are total 100. So first information we can get is that I have total equals to 100. Right. Now what they are saying is that the number of silver phones, the total number of white phones is 9 less than that of black phones. So let's say I have white phones, right? White phones. I have X number of white phones. Okay. Now, then what will be the number of black phones? We know that the number of white phones is 9 less than that of black phone. So black phone will be X plus 9. Right. So black phones, number of black phones will be X plus 9. Sorry, X plus 9. Yeah. And then it's also said that the number of silver phones is less than that of black, but more than that of white phones. Right. So silver phones, what will be my number of silver phones? It could be from X plus 1 to X plus 8, because that is greater than number of white phones but less than number of black phones. Sorry, X plus 1 to X plus 8, right? Yeah. Okay. What will be my range of total number of phones with these equations? So my total will be in this range, that is X plus 9 plus X plus 1, that is 3X plus 10 to 3X plus 17, right? So my total phone could be in range of this and this. And if I try to calculate the range of X from here, right? So if I equate this to 100, what I will get, 3X equals to 90, so X equals to 30. And if I equate this to 100, what I will get, I'll get something like 3X equals to 83. So it will be 27 point something. X will be 27 point something. And as I know that X cannot be, X should be an integer, right? So number of phones should be an integer. So 20.7 something mean nothing, right? So I can say my X can belong from 30 to 28. Okay. So this is my range of X. Right, so X can take any 3 values, either 28, 29, or 30. Okay, let's now see the next information they have given. So after that, they are saying among the white phones, 46 and 2/3 were manufactured by glass. Now see, what is my white phones? That is X, right? Number of white phones is X. Now among those, the 46 and 2/3% were manufactured by glass. So for which value of X, I can get an integer for this value, right? Because I know that number of phones cannot be other than anything other than integer, right? So can I get integer by multiplying 28X and getting this 46 2/3 divided by 100? Can I get? No, it would not be an integer. Similarly, for 29 multiplied by this 46 2/3 by 100 will not give me an integer. So this will not give me an integer value. Only 30 will give me an integer value with this. So if I multiply 30 with this 46 2/3 divided by 100, so how many white phones manufactured by glass company, if I try to calculate it, it will be equals to 30 multiplied by 46 into 3 is 138 plus 2, that is 140 divided by 3. So it will be 140 divided by 3 multiplied by 100. So if we cancel out this total thing, so it will be 14, right? So only 30 is my possible value of x. See, how can you logically deduce that x can take only value 30, not 28 and 29? So that is why I already said that in mathematics also you need to apply logical reasoning, right? Logical deduction. Okay, so now let's see the next. Okay, so first of all, this is the number of white phones manufactured by company Glass, right? So I can write 14 here because that is the number of white phones manufactured by Glass company. Okay, so what is the next information that is given? The number of white phones manufactured by Hang and Works are the same. Okay, Hang and Works company have same number. Now see, what is my total number of white phones? X is equals to 30, right? This value is equals to 30. So I can say that summation of this will be 30 because that is the total number of white phones. So this is 30. Similarly, number of black phones is x plus 9. So this summation will be 39. And this summation will be how much? So the total number is 100. There are 30 white phones, 39 black phones. So how many silver phones will be there? There will be 31 silver phones. Right. So that is what we know now. Now they are also saying that the number of white phones manufactured by Hang and Works are the same. Right. So I know that 14 number of white phones is made by Glass company, and Hang and Works company have same number of white phones. So how many white phones will be there for Hang and Works company? That is 30 minus 14 divided by 2 for each of them, right? So 30 minus 14 is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So they will have 8 and 8 each, right? So okay, let's see the next information that is given. Among the handsets manufactured by Voix, the number of silver phone is 2 more than that of white phones. So among the handset manufactured by Voix, the number of silver phone is 2 more than that of white phones. So number of silver phone is 2 more than that of white phones. That is 8 plus 2, that's 10. So I can write 10 here. Okay, now after that, it is saying that the number of black phones is 2 more than that of silver phones. So number of black phones manufactured by Voix company obviously is 2 more than that of number of silver phones. So it will be 12. Now see, what is the summation of this? So the total number of handset manufactured by Voix company, that is 10 plus 8 plus 12. So it will be 30, right? Okay, we got all these values. Okay. Now what is the next information they have given is that half of the handset in the shops are Glass company. So the summation of all of this should be 50. So there are total 100 phones, right? 100 handset, and out of which the half of the handset are of Glass company. So I can say that the total number of Glass handset will be 50. So the summation of all the values of this column will be 50. Okay, this is what we can also deduce. Okay, after that they are saying that among the handset manufactured by Hang. Now see, what is the total number of handset manufactured by Hang? Because I know this value is 50, this value is 30, so this value should be 20, right? This value should be 20 because the total number of handset is 100 and I have 50 Glass phones, 30 Voix phones, so remaining number is 20. So 20 hand phone will be there. After that, they are saying that among the handset manufactured by Hang, 35% are of black colors. So Hang has total 20 phones, out of which 35%. So how many phones will be there? So 35 divided by 100. So it will be 7. 7 phones are of black colors. So this value will be 7. And after that, they are saying, okay, so now we have 3 boxes left till now, right? And if you see, we can anyhow fill these boxes, right? Because see, I know that summation of all of this is 20. So I know the middle value. What will be the middle value? 20 minus 8 plus 7. So it will be 20 minus 8 plus 7 is 15. So this will be 5. So this value will be 5. And also see, now we have 31 is the sum of all these values. So what will be my glass silver phones headsets? So it will be 31 minus this 15. So it will be 16. And then again we can calculate that 14 plus 16, that is 30. So how many black phones are left? Remaining number, that is 20. And you can verify in any direction all the sums that I have mentioned here, all will be fulfilled, right? So now we have got these boxes, every count of every different color combination and the company, right? Now I have to answer this question, is that Smita randomly select a mobile handset from the available stock in the shop. What is the probability that select handset manufactured by glass given that color is white? So basically I have to find is of glass given this is white. So this is nothing but I can say number of glass and white divided by number of white. So if you just calculate it, so number of glass and white is 14 and divided by number of white is 50, right? So 14 divided by 50, if you calculate the value using any calculator as you wish. So it is coming to be 0.28. Have we done something wrong? So what is the total number of white phones? Total number, oh sorry, so total number of white phones is this, right? 30. We are considering what is the total number of glass and white 14, that is this value, glass and white. And what is the total number of white phones? That is 30. So it is 14 by 30, not 50. It was my mistake. So it would be 14 by 30. So if you do 14 by 30, we'll get the value 0.47. So that is how you can solve this problem. So this was a very interesting problem. You have to deduce many logical deduction, and then you have to get the count of all of the combination, and then you have to basically solve this conditional probability. So this was a very good problem in a way. Okay. So I hope you have understood. If there is any query, you can ask in the chat. I'll just see for 1 minute if there is any query. I hope you have understood the solution, right? Okay, so as there is no queries in the chat, so I'm going to continue with this. Okay, so now let's solve the next question. So this is the question, which is from probability and statistics. So I'm going to read the question for you, then you can try to solve it and give me the answer in the chat, so I can see that how much smart you are. Okay, so the question says, at a bustling village fair, the magician Magnifico dazzled the crowd with his tricks. He held a bag containing 12 balls, 7 red and 5 blue, and asked, if I draw 2 balls at random without replacement. So give important to this. So if I draw 2 balls at random without replacement, what is the probability that both will be red? The crowd buzzed with excitement as they pondered the answer. What is the correct answer to the question? So how many of you can solve it? I don't think you should take more than 1 minute for this question. Give the answer in chat quickly, guys. This is a very easy problem, right? And if such kind of question comes in NSET, you should definitely solve this question and in a very less time, so that you can give more time to other questions, right? Okay, so there is no answer in comment, so I am going to solve it and see. I am observing that if someone can give the answer before me or not. Okay, so there are 12 balls in total. So there are 12 balls, out of which there are 7 red balls and 5 blue balls, right? 5 blue balls. And I have to select, I have to get a basically probability, that what is the probability if I draw 2 balls at random without replacement. Without replacement means you cannot pick the second ball. So you are picking one ball and then you are not replacing it. You are not giving back to the set of balls, right? And then you are picking the second ball. So I need to choose 2 balls basically from 12 balls, and I want to select the balls in such a way that both will be red. So what is the how many ways in which I can select 2 red balls from 7 red balls, right? That is 7C2. What is the value of 7C2? That is 7 into 6 divided by 2. 7 into 6 is 42 divided by 2, that is 21. And what, in how many ways I can select 2 balls, just 2 balls from all those 12 balls, right? So that is 12C2, right? 12C2. So what is the value of 12C2? 12 into 11 by 2, that is 6 into 2, 6 into 11, so it is 66. And this is the basically the fundamental concept of probability, right? Fundamental concept of probability, which is equals to favorable case by total case. So if you just apply this formula, you will get 21 divided by 66, and this value will be something similar to 0.319. Okay, so 0.319. Now based on how they have wanted the solution to be either round to 2 decimal places, 3 decimal places, you can round it. Okay, so that's how we can solve this problem. This was a very easy problem, but this kind of problem you can expect in NSET, and very likely. Okay, so let's move on to our next problem now. So this is another problem, interesting problem. I hope some of you have seen this problem. So the problem says, in a certain city, the population grows exponentially. The population in year n is given by the formula Pn equals to 6 to the power n plus 8 to the power n. Determine the remainder when population in year 83 is divided by 49. Okay, so take 2 minutes and try to solve it. 2 minutes is enough for this problem. So I'm just going to look at the chat if someone is giving the correct answer or not. Okay, so try. This question is from exponent and logarithm, right? Very interesting problem, basically. Is anyone solving it right now? Is anyone solving it right? So if anyone is solving it, you can just write yes in the chat in the next 10 seconds, or I am just going to solve it myself. Okay, so I don't think that anyone is solving it right now. And yeah, so I'm going to solve the question for you. So, first of all, from the question, you can see that the formula for any population for any n is given by Pn equals to 6 to the power n plus 8 to the power n, right? So, population P of n is equals to 6 to the power n plus 8 to the power n. And in this case, I have for the year 83, right? For the year 83. So, I can say my value of n is 83, right? This is the case, and I have to get this value Pn when divided by 49. This is what I need to find out, right? Okay, so what will be my equation? So P of I can write P of 83, which is equals to 6 to the power 83 plus 8 to the power 83, right? This is the equation, and I need the remainder when this equation is divided by 49. Okay, so what is 49? Can you just somehow go from 6 to 49 in some arithmetic operations? So what can you do? So one way is that 49 is 7 square, right? So, and 7 is 1 less than 6. 7 is also 1 greater than 8. So I can do something, right? Something I can use to get to 49. Okay, so let's see what we can do. We can write this equation P of 83 as 7 minus 1 to the power 83, and this 8 we can write 7 plus 1 to the power 83. Now it becomes easy, right, for getting the remainder for, with 49. Okay, so let's see how we can calculate it. So if I see 7 minus, so let's write the full equation. So this full equation P of 83 is equals to 7 minus 1 to the power 83. So now if you expand this using binomial expansion, and this is very important concept, I'm going to again repeat that this is very important concept regarding your NSET exam. So you should know the binomial expansion, and this is going to help you in lot of the NSET question maybe, and also in interviews kind of questions are asked where you may use binomial expansion. So it is very important for you to know this. So if I just now going to use binomial expansion here, 7 minus 1 to the power 83 for this expression. So what I am going to get is that 83 C0 and 7 to the power 0 and minus 1 to the power 83. Then I can get 83 C1 7 to the power 1 and minus 1 to the power 82. Then I am going to get something 83 C2 7 to the power 2 minus 1 to the power minus 1 to the power 81 and so on, right? And can I say that all these terms after this, all the terms after this will be a multiple of 7 square, right? Because all the other terms will have the value, the multiple of 7, the power of 7 will be greater than or equals to 2, right? So all these terms will have all these terms will be the multiple of 49, right? So I can write this as some 49m. Okay, so what is the value of this? This is 83C0, which is 1. 7 to the power 0 is also 1, and minus 1 to the power 81 is minus 1. So it is minus 1, and then plus 83C1 is 83, then 7 to the power 1 is 7, and minus 1 to the power 82 is 1. So I can write it as only this, right? This is my expansion for 7 minus 1 to the power 83, which is 6 to the power 83. Then we have 8 to the power 83, right? So now we have 8 to the power 83. So for expansion of this, I can again do the similar thing. So I am going to write 83C0, 7 to the power 0, and minus 1 to the power, no, not minus 1. In this case, it is plus 1, right? So I have to do 1 to the power 83 plus 83C, so 83C1, 7 to the power 1, and 1 to the power 82, then plus 83C2, 7 to the power 2, and 1 to the power 81, and so on, right? Then again I can say that after this term, all of the terms will have power of 7 more than equals to 2, right? So all of these terms will be divisible by 49. So I can write these all the terms as 49n, let's say, right? And so what will be this term? Again, this is 1, this is also 1, and this is also 1. So it is going to be 1. After this is going to be 83, and this is 7, and this is 1. So I can write this as 1 plus 83 into 7 plus 49n. So what is my Pn becomes now? It is this minus 1 plus 83 into 7 plus 49m, and plus 1 plus 83 into 7 plus 49n, right? So now this 1 and 1 will cancel out. So I'll get this is equals to 49 into m plus n. I can take common, and then plus 2 into 83 into 7. So I know this term is going to be divisible by 49, right? So I just need to calculate for this term that what will be the remainder when I divide this term by 49. So what is this term? That is 83 into 14, right? 83 into 14. 83 into 14. So it will be 233, and then 83. So it is going to be 2611, 1162. And if you divide it by 49, 1162. And if you divide it by 49, so there will be 2. So 98, then 182. So you can take 3. So if you take 3, it will be 147. So it is 5 and 3. So 35 is the remainder, right? So I can also write this as P of n 49 to m plus n plus 23 into 49 plus 35, or I can also write P of n equals to 49 and in common m plus n plus 23 plus 35. So 35 is my remainder for this question, and that is what we have to find out right here. So my answer for this question will be 35. This is my final answer for this question. So that's how you can solve this kind of problem using binomial expansion, right? Okay. I hope you are clear. If there is any doubt, you can ask in the chat, or just we can start with the next question then. Okay, so let's start the next question. This is from permutation and combination, which is again a very important topics from the viewpoint of NSET. So you should practice more question on permutation, combination, probability, and number theory again. That is also very important, essential concept. Okay, so what is this question? It is in an examination of 9 papers, a candidate has to pass in more papers than the number of papers in which he fails in order to be successful. The number of ways in which he can be unsuccessful is. So this is the question. So you can try it yourself. So I'm going to give some uh, 1 minute for this, though it should not take more than that. Okay. So if you get the answer, you can write in the chat, or you can just type that you are trying. So we are going to discuss this in just 4:48. At 4:48. Okay, so now we can discuss this problem. Okay, so the problem is saying that there are total 9 papers in an examination, and to be successful, the candidate has to pass in more paper than to fail, right? So, and I have to find out in how number of ways in which the candidate can be unsuccessful. So, if he pass in less than or equals to the number of subjects in which he fails, right? And there are total 9 papers. So for unsuccessful, so what would be my pair for pass and fail? All the pairs for pass and fails. So the candidate can pass in 4 subjects and fail in 5 subjects. Then the candidate can pass in 3 subjects and fail in 6 subjects. And again, 2 and 7 is also valid, and 1 and 8 is also valid, and 0 and 9 is also valid, right? So okay, now if this is the case, that the candidate is passing in 4 of the subjects and failing in 5 other subjects, right? So in how many ways he can do that, the candidate can do that, right? So there are total nine places, and the candidate wants to pass in so I will have 4 P's, right, and 5 F's, and this is going to form a sequence something like P P F F P F P F F, yeah, something like this, right? And all the combination, all the arrangement of this, all the different permutation that we can create is all distinct ways in which he can pass in 4 subjects and 5 fail in 5 subjects, right? So what will be the total combination for this? This is going to be that again later combination kind of questions. So this is 9 factorial divided by 4 factorial and 5 factorial. So in a way, I can also write it as 9C 4, right? Or 9C5, anything works, right? So this is what we can deduce. And so for this, it will be 9C4. For this case, similarly, if you can deduce again using this concept only, but the answer will be 9C3 for this. Then it will be 9C2 for this, and this will be 9C1 for this, and this will be 9C0, right? Okay, so now if you have to get the total number of ways, so you have to sum all these different pairs, right? So so basically your sum is A's, let's denote it by A's, and this is 9C4 plus 9C3 plus 9C2 plus 9C1 plus 9C0. This is the sum, right? You have to find the value of S. So also I can say that NCR is equals to NC n minus r, right? So this is one of the fundamental thing of combination, right? Combination, this symbol. So I can write this as 9c5, this as 9c6, this as 9c7, 9c8, and 9c9, right? And if you sum all of this, again you will get s, because all of them are same, right? And now if you sum both of the equation, right, so you will get 2s equals to 9c0 plus 9c1 all the way.
ये सेशन तो चालू होता है, फिर करता हूँ चेक। संदीप एक बार यूट्यूब पे चेक।
So hello guys, can you make sure am I audible? So there are some technical issue for which we are sorry for the inconvenience caused to you, but yeah, so there are some technical issue, and I don't know if you have understood, you are able to see the last explanation of the last question, so I'm going to explain it again, and then we are going to move in the and going to solve the next problem. Okay, so in this question there it was saying that there are 9 papers a candidate has to pass in more papers than the number of papers in which he fails in order to be successful, and we have to calculate the number of ways in which he can be unsuccessful, right? So for unsuccessful, what are the pairs of pass and fail that we can have? Is that 4,5, that is the candidate is passing in 4 of the subjects and failing in 5 of the subjects. Similarly, we can have 3,6, 2,7, 1,8, and 0,9 to be unsuccessful. And if you see there are in how many ways the candidate can pass in 4 subjects and fail in 5 subjects, right? So there are total 9 spaces I have, and I have to fill all of the spaces by either pass or fail, right? And I can use only 5 p's and 4 p's and 5 a's, right? So there will be some sequence like this: p p f f p f p f f, something like this. So there will be 4 p's and 5 a's, right? And all the different arrangements of this same sequence containing 4 p's and 5 f's will be my answer, the total number of ways in which he can pass in 4 subjects and fail in 5 subjects. So what will be my total number of ways? Again, from the later combination, later permutation thing, you can write it as 9 factorial divided by 4 factorial into 5 factorial. So which is again, you can also write it as 9c4, right? And similarly, you can write 9c4 for this, 9c3 for this, 9c2, 9c1, and 9c0 for this. Okay, and you have to sum all of this to get the total number of ways in which you can be unsuccessful, right? Because all of these are different events, and summation will give. So he can, so there is or between them. Either he can pass in 4 subjects and fail in 5 subjects, or he can pass in 3 subjects and fail in 6 subjects. So there is some or. So when there is or, you have to add, right? Okay, so this is the answer that we need to find out, that is AC equals to 9c4 plus 9c3 plus 9c2 plus 9c1 plus 9c0. And again, you can there are many ways to solve it. You can directly calculate all the values of 9c5, 9c4, 9c3, and you can solve it. And I have solved it in this way. So how you can solve it is that we know that NCR is equals to NCR n minus R also, right? So in this way, we can write 9c4 as 9c5, 9c3 as 9c6, 9c2 as 9c7, and so on. And if you add both of the equation, we'll have 2s equals to 9c0, 9c1 all the way up to 9c9. And using binomial expansion concept, which is a very famous and very important concept in generally mathematics, you can solve this sequence, and this is equals to 2 to the power 9. So if you calculate the value of s from here, you will get 256 as your answer, right? That's how you can solve this problem. Okay, so let's now move on to our next problem. So which is a number theory problem. I think there is again some technical issue. Just wait for a bit. I'm going to share my screen again. Yeah, so this is how you can solve this problem. Again, I'm going to explain it. So the number of ways to be unsuccessful is that the candidate can pass in 4 subject and fail in 5 subject, and similarly 3,6, 2,7, 1,8, and 0,9. And if we calculate the value, it will be some arrangement of this 4 p's and 5 s's, which is again using later combination. You can use 9 factorial divided by 4 factorial into 5 factorial, which is equals to 94, right? So similarly, you can deduce that this value is equals to 9c3, 9c2, 9c1, and 9c0, and you have to sum all of this, right? So the value of s is this, and you can, if you use this formula, in cr equals to nc n minus r, then it will be 9c5, 9c6, 9c7. All of these are equals corresponding to each other, and all of them are equal, right? So if you add all of them, you will get 2s equals to this sequence 9c0 to 9c9, summation of all of those, which will be equals to 2 to the power 9, which you can get using binomial expansion. And from there you can solve it for x, and you can get a value of 256 as your answer. Okay, so now let's move on to our next problem. So the problem says, if n represent a positive integer such that n square plus 10n is a perfect square, the sum of values of n that satisfies these requirements is. Okay, so how can you solve this problem? Is that, first of all, I know that this number n square plus 10n has to be a perfect square, right? So what are the conditions for n square plus 10n? I can also write it as n into n plus 10, right? So what are the conditions for this to be a perfect square? I have total 3 different cases in which this can be a perfect square. So if you see, the first case is that both n and n plus 10 are perfect square. Right, this is one of the case. Second case could be that n plus 10 is equals to some k square into n, right? In this case, when we'll do n into n plus 1, right? So what we'll have is that it will be k square into n multiplied by n, so it will be k square into n square. So this will be a perfect square, right? This is one of the case. And the other case could be that let's say n equals to ha and n plus 10 equals to hb, right? And so if you multiply it, the n into n plus 10 will be equals to h square plus multiplied by ab, and here this should be a perfect square. And what is the way for this to be perfect square? Both a and b has to be perfect square, right? These are the 3 conditions in which this n into n plus 1 sorry, n plus 10 could be a perfect square, right? So now let's take different cases differently and solve. Let's see how we can solve this problem, how we can reach to all the possible values of n, and then we can get the sum, right? Okay, so let's take our first case 1. It says both n and n plus 10 are perfect square. So I need to find out two perfect square, between them the difference should be 10, right? This is what we are saying. So basically n and n plus 10 are perfect square, so I need two perfect square and between them the difference should be 10. So what are the perfect square number we have? We have one. Let's I cannot take zero value because I need positive integer, right? So I can have 1, then I can have 4, then I can have 9, 16, 25, 36, and so on. And in any one of them, can you get a difference of 10? You cannot, right? So from here, I know there are no such pairs for which difference between two perfect square is 10. So case 1, by case 1 we cannot get any value of n which will satisfy this equation, right? And also after 36 we'll have all the difference greater than 11, right? Because this difference is already 11, so we'll not get any two perfect square which will have difference of 10, right? So this is the case 1. So let's take now the case 2 into consideration. So what is case 2? Case 2 is that n plus 10 is k square into n. N plus 10 is equals to k square into n. Or I can also write that k square equals to n plus 10 divided by n, which is equals to 1 plus 10 by n. And so k should be an integer, right? K should be an integer to a perfect square. And so if k is an integer, this should be also an integer, and there is k square, right? So this term should be a perfect square, right? So if I want to make this term an integer, what are the values n can take? N can take any values of which are the factors of 10, right? So if I take all the factors of 10, right? So 10 have factors 1, 2, 5, 10, right? These are the factors 10 have. So if I calculate the value of 1 plus 10 by n for all of them, so I will get for 1 it will be 11, for 2 it will be 6, for 5 it will be 3, and for 10 it will be 2. So in all of these cases I'm not getting any perfect square, but it should be a perfect square because this is equals to k square, and k is an integer square is a perfect square, right? So from here we can also deduce that from case 2 we cannot get any value of n for which this equation satisfies. Okay, so now let's move to our case 3. So in case 3 we have this n equals to ha, n plus 10 equals to hb, and a comma b are perfect square. Okay, so a comma b are both perfect square. So from here I can also write that n plus 10 minus n is equals to hb minus ha. So this is equals to 10 equals to h b minus a, right? So again I know that this I can write it as 10 by h equals to b minus a, and again here b and a are perfect square, right? Perfect square. So basically this b minus a is difference between two perfect square. So difference between two perfect square should be an integer, right? Like two perfect squares, these are integer numbers, and difference between them should be an integer again. So from here I can also deduce that this 10 divided by h should be an integer, and for that my h should be factor of 10. Okay, now let's take different cases, different values of h, and try to see that if we can get any solution from here or not. So if I take, there are 4 factors of 10: 1, 2, 5, 10, right? And if we do 10 by h, which is equals to b minus 1, which is equals to difference between two perfect square. So if I take h equals to 1, so what I will get, this will be equals to 10, right? And again, this is again the case 1 only, right? Where I was getting the difference between two perfect square, two perfect square I am trying to find, and it was 10, and we cannot find it, right? We cannot find two perfect square, the difference between them as 10, right? So this is not valid for our case. Okay, now let's take 2. If I take the value of h as 2, then I will get 10 by h as 5, right? So is there any perfect square, is there a two perfect square between which the difference of them is 5? Let's see. So there is, right? This is one of the pair in which the difference of two perfect square is 5, right? So this is one of the possible answers. So if I take this, so what will be my value of b minus a? B will be my 9 and a will be 4, right? So from here I can take that b is this and a is this, and for any other combination you cannot get any other pair for which if you go this side, the difference will increase. If you go this side, the difference will decrease. So this is only one of the possibilities where the difference between two perfect square will be exactly equals to 5. Okay, so this is one answer. And if you try to calculate n from here, so what is my n? It was h into a, right? So my value of n will be h in this case is 2 and a in this case is 4, so n will be equals to 8. Okay, for this case I am going to get only one value, one solution for this, right? So if I move ahead and try to take the value of h as 5, right? So then I will get 10 by h as 2. So now I have to find out two pairs where of perfect square where the difference between two perfect square is exactly equals to 2, right? So is there any such pair? So if you see, this is the minimum difference is 3, or again, so you cannot get any two perfect square between which the difference is 2, exactly 2. So this is also not valid, and if it is not valid, then this case also will be not valid, because this will be equals to 1 and there is no perfect square. So it could be possible if there was 0, but we don't have, because we need only integer, positive integer, right? That's why we cannot take this. So this is also not valid. So there is only one possibility, only one. I am saying only one. So the value of n will be 8 and n plus 10 will be 18. And if you see this this thing, 8 into 18 will be a perfect square, and I can also prove it to you. So how we can prove it? That is, 8 is 2 to the power 3, right? And 18 is 2 multiplied by 3 square. So if you multiply 8 multiplied by 18, you will get 2 to the power am I not audible? Am I not audible? Future engineers is writing that I am not audible. So guys, am I audible or not? Okay, clear. Okay. Yeah, so I was discussing that this is only one possible perfect square value of n for which this n and n into n plus 10 is going to be a perfect square. So this value is going to be 2 to the power 4 multiplied by 3 square. So this is a perfect square. Okay, that's how you can solve this problem. So this was very you know innovative, non-traditional problem, and this kind of problem may come in NSET, but if this kind of problem comes, you should give this problem to at the end. So you should solve this problem at the end of your NSET exam. So yeah, try to also observe that what are the problems that are easy and what are the problems that are medium that you can solve before going to the hard problems, right? Then let's solve our next problem. So this is from probability and statistics, and so I'm going to read the problem for you first, then you can try it for 30 to 60 seconds, and then I'm going to solve it. So the problem says, assume that the chances of a patient having a heart attack is 40%. It is also assumed that a meditation and yoga course reduce the risk of heart attack by 30%, and uh, please prescription of certain drugs reduce its chance by 25%. At a time, patient can choose only one of two options with equal probabilities. Okay, it is given that after going through one of the two options, the patient selected at random suffers a heart attack. Find the probability that the patients followed a course of meditation and yoga. Okay, so try to solve it, guys, and try to give the answer in the chat. I'm going to give you 1 minute for this, then we can discuss this problem. So Sumit, we already discussed, right? We have so much content available on our platforms. We have taken master classes where you can find 5 to 10 questions for each master classes of different subjects and different logical reasoning. In logical reasoning, you can get I guess 30-40 questions solution in master classes. Then we can also have the free sample paper, which is already provided by us in our platform. You can go and check it out. Then, like, we have also discussed 2-3 such top 10 expected question sessions, and some of the questions are similar kind of questions as came in NSET exam also. So you can check it out and get free questions, and you can solve it. Yeah. Okay, so now I think we had enough time to solve the question, right? So okay, so let me solve the question. So what are the different information given in the question? First of all, chance of heart attack is 40%. So probability of heart attack is 40%. So probability will be 0.4, right? 0.4. Then it is saying, it is also assumed that a medication and yoga, let's denote it by M, course reduce the risk of heart attack by 30%. So probability of heart attack, given they have taken meditation course, what will be that value is that they are saying it reduces the risk of heart attack by 30%. So there is still 40%, 70% of the chance that was already there for heart attack. So this will be 0.7, that is 70% of the previous probability. So that is 0.4, so it will be 0.28. Okay. And it is also said that prescription of certain drugs reduces its chance by 25%. So probability of heart attack after drug is 0.75 multiplied by 0.4. So it will be equals to 0.3. Okay. At a time, a patient can choose any one of the two options with equal probability. So probability of choosing M is 0.5 and probability of choosing D is also 0.5. Now you have to calculate that if a patient selected at random suffers heart attack, find a probability that patients followed a course of meditation and yoga. So you have to find out that the patient suffered heart attack, given that he had heart attack. What is the probability that he followed a course of meditation and yoga? So P of M given age. This is the what we have to find. And in such kind of cases, you can see from the information given and information asked, right? So you can directly apply Bayes theorem here. And if you apply Bayes theorem, so if you apply Bayes theorem, this value will be equals to P of H given M multiplied by P of M divided by P of H given M multiplied by P of M plus P of H given D multiplied by P of T. So this will be equals to P of H given M is 0.28. 0.28 multiplied by P of M is 0.5 divided by 0.28 plus, sorry, multiplied by 0.5 plus 0.3 multiplied by 0.5, or which is equals to 0.28 divided by 0.2 plus 0.28 plus 0.3, so 0.58, or it is equals to 14 by 29. So it will be something around 0.4 something, 0.48. So this probability will be equals to 0.48. So this is the answer you have to do. So simply using Bayes theorem, you can solve this kind of problem. And this problem based on Bayes theory is very frequent in NSET exam. And again, this Bayes theorem is very much applicable in real life also. So you should know this. Okay, so let's move to our next problem. So the problem says, on the first day, a single worker begins digging a trench. On the second day, another worker joins, making it two workers. On the third day, yet another worker joins. And this process continues, with the additional worker joining each day until the 99th day, when trench is completed. If 50 workers had worked together from the start, how many days would it take them to complete the same trench? Assume the efficiency of all workers is same. So this is a very easy problem. So I'm going to give you 30 seconds to solve this question. And I'm seeing in the chat that if anyone can solve this or not. And yeah. Okay, so let's try to solve this question. So let's say that all workers, like every worker, let's term it better. So every worker in a day complete X amount of work, right? So in the first day, so these are all days from 1, 2, 3, 4. So first, second, third, and fourth, fifth, all the way up to 99th day, all the worker had joined, right? So in the first day, there was only one worker. So okay, so let's write workers here, the total number of workers and amount of work. Okay. So how many workers were there in the first day? It was 1. In the second day, another worker joined, so it becomes 2. In the third day, it becomes 3. 4, it becomes 4. And in the 99th day, it becomes 99. Right? Okay. So how much amount of work was done by one worker in the first day? It would be X, because every worker in a day complete X amount of work, because efficiency of all of the workers is same, and I am considering it as X for a day, right? Okay. So then we have for second day, we have 2x amount of work because there are two workers working, and for one day it is x for one worker, so it is 2x. For third day it is 3x. For fourth day it is 4x, and so on. On the 99th day it would be 99x, right? So what is my total work? I know that in the 99th day, after 99th day, the work was completed, right? So from, if I sum all of the amount of works of each of the day from 1 to 99, then I can get the total work, right? So what will be my total work? Total work will be x plus 2x all the way up to 99x. So this is an AP. Again, you can apply the formula. Also, you can use sum of first n natural numbers. So it will be x or 1 plus 2 all the way up to 99. So sum of first n natural number is n into n plus 1 by 2. So you can apply here directly 99 into 100 divided by 2 x, right? So total work is equals to 99 into 50x, right? This is a total work here. Now they are saying that if 50 workers had worked together from the start, so if 50 worker has worked, so 50 workers for each day we will have 50x work amount of work, right? Okay, so if we have 50x amount of work for each day, how many days it would take for them to complete the work, right? So how many days it would take? That is total work divided by work per day. So it would be 99 into 50x divided by 50x. So it would be simply 99. So that's how you can solve this problem. Okay, so this is an easy problem. Okay, so now let's move to our next problem. The problem says, so basically this problem is from permutation combination, which is again a very important topic in the viewpoint of NSET. So you should revise different kind of permutation combination problems by yourself. Okay, so the problem says, in Tinseltown, all roads are either in north-south direction or in east-west direction, forming a grid as shown in the figure. The two adjacent roads in both north-south and east-west directions are equidistant, such that each cell in the grid is a square. Murthy will have to go to city C from city A, but he will also have to pick up his friend Subramaniam from city B. How many ways are there to get from A to C, covering the shortest possible distance? Okay, so you can take 30 seconds and try to solve the problem and write a answer in the chat. Okay, so we are going to solve this question now. So see, first of all, I have to go from city A to city B, right? And I have to cover the shortest possible distance, right? So to cover shortest possible distance, I have to move 2 times in east direction and move 3 times in south direction. So I have to move 2E and 3S, right? In my path, I should have 2E and 3S. And all the possible ways, all the possible combination, arrangement of these 2E and 3S's are my possible paths, right? So how many ways I can select to have 2E and 3S's? So again, this is a question from that later combination thing, right? So you have some sequence of E, S, E, S, S, something like that, and all the combination of this, all the permutations of this, arrangement of this, right? So it will be 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 3 factorial, right? So what is this value? Which is equals to 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial is 4 into 5, 20 divided by 2, that is 10, right? Okay, So now I have reached B, and from here I have to go to C, right? So for that I have to cover two in north direction, south direction, and three in the east direction again. So I have to cover three in the uh, east direction and two in the south direction, right? So again, it is a letter combination thing, and you can make any sequence like E, E, S, S, E, something like this, and all the different combinations possible for this permutation, basically arrangement for this, is my number of ways to go from city B to city C. So it will be again 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial to 3 factorial, which is equals to 10. And the number of ways from A to B is 10, number of ways from B to C is 10, and I have to go from A to B and B to C, right? So what will be my total number of combination? Because there is an AND, so it will be multiplied. So my total ways will be 10 into 10, which is equals to 100. And that's how you can solve this kind of problems, right? So yeah, okay. Let's solve this problem now from number theory. Very tiny problem to see. So the problem says n1 is equals to 2 to the power 55 plus 1 and n2 equals to 165. Find the value of GCD of n1 comma n2, where GCD means greatest common divisors. So take some 30 seconds, and then I am going to solve this with you. Okay. So very tiny problem, right? But there are some crazy concept you can use in this problem to solve this problem. So that's why it is a very good problem, basically. Okay, so let's try to solve this problem now. So I have two numbers, n1 and n2. n1 is equals to 2 to the power 55 plus 1, and n2 is equals to 165. And I have to find GCD of n1 comma n2, right? So first of all, do you know the value of 2 to the power 55 plus 1? No, right? 2 to the power 55 plus 1 is very larger value, and calculating GCD with it with 165. But we know the value exactly 165, and we can calculate it prime factorization also, and its pairs, its factors on and all, and we can find the GCD in somehow. I'm considering that somehow you can find the factors of n2, and then you can find the GCD, right? In somehow. And let's see what is this somehow means, right? So okay, so first of all, let's try to get the prime factorization of n2, which is 165. So 165, we can write it as 165 is divisible by 3. So first of all, 3. So if I divide it by 3, I will get 55. 55 is 5 into 11. So this is the prime factorization of 165, right? So for calculating the GCD of n1 and n2, I have to check that if n1 is divisible by 3, 5 or 11. So by all of the terms with which it is divisible, all of the terms will be there in the GCD, right? That is the definition of GCD, greatest common divisor of both. So I know that 3, 5, 11 divide 165. So if I also know that 3, 5 and 11 among 3, 5 and 11, sum of which divides to the 55 plus 1 also, that is n1, then I can know that my GCD will be that term will be included in my GCD, right? Okay. So if this is the case, then first of all, let's try to figure out divisibility by 5. Okay. So divisibility by 5. So what is the condition for some number to be divisible by 5? That is, it should have 5 or 0 at end, right? Right. So do we have a 5 or 0 at the end of n1? How can we find out? Let's figure out, right? So first of all, 2 to the power 1 has 2 at the end. 2 to the power 2 has 3 at the end. Sorry, 4 at the end, right? 2 to the power 3 have 8 at the end. 2 to the power 4 have 6 at the end. And 2 to the power 5 again have 2 at the end. And this process will continue because it will get multiplied by 2 and it will be 4. So this is the thing that is getting repeated, right? So what will be the value of last term of 2 to the power 55, right? What will be that term, the last digit of 2 to the power 55? So if I can write 55 as something multiple of 4m plus r, then if I get the value of r, from there I can deduce that what is the last digit of 2 to the power 55, right? Because all of them are going to repeat again and again for this 4 multiple of 4, right? So I just need to find the r term, that is the remainder when 55 is divided by 4. So I can write 55 as 13 into 4 plus 3, right? Yeah, so the remainder is 3. So from here I can say that last digit of 2 to the power 55 is 3. So corresponding to 3 we have 8, right? So we will have 8. And from here I can also deduce that last digit of 2 to the power 55 plus 1, which is n1, is equals to 9. So I know that n1 is not divisible by 5. So 5 cannot be included in our GCD, right? This is the deduction that we have made. Okay, now we have remaining this 3 and 11, right? 3 and 11. For that I have to check. So okay, 2 to the power 55 plus 1, right? That is, we have this term n1. So I can write it as 2 to the power 5 to the power 11 plus 1, which is also equals to 32 to the power 11 plus 1, which is also equals to 33 minus 1 to the power 11 plus 1. And if you expand this using again binomial expansion, so see, in 3 of the question we have already used binomial expansion. So this is a very important concept in mathematics. So if you expand this, you will get 11c0 33 to the power 0 minus 1 to the power 11 plus 11c1 33 to the power 1 minus 1 to the power 10, and some other values, and all of these values will be divisible by 33, right? So I can write it as 33m something. And then also there is some plus 1 at the end, right? So what will be this value? This is 11c0 is 1, 33 to the power 0 is also 1, and minus 1 to the power 11 is minus 1. So if you multiply it, you will get minus 1 plus 33m. This is the expansion of 2 to the power 55, and there is also a plus 1 term at the end. So this term will cancel out and we'll have some 33m, which is equals to n1. So from here I can deduce that n1 is divisible by 33. So it is divisible by both 3 and 11, and that is what we were trying to find out, right? So from here I can also deduce that GCD of the two numbers n1 and n2 will be equals to 33, because n1 is both divisible by 3 and 11 and not 5. So this is our final answer for this question. So that's how you can solve this problem. Okay, so we are almost done with all the problem, but this is the last problem that we have, and this is from sets and Venn diagram. So let's try to understand the problem first. In the prestigious mathematics research laboratory at IIT Madras, doctoral candidates Priya and Vikram were collaborating on a research paper about polynomial roots. During their lunch break, Tia, known for her creative problem solving approaches, challenged Vikram with a problem she had been pondering. She wrote elegantly on the whiteboard, consider two sets P, which is equals to X, such that X belongs to R, that is real number, and X is a root of this equation 4x cube minus 7x square plus 2x minus 5 equals to 0. And Q is another set which is equals to X, such that X belongs to real number and X is a root of this equation 2x square plus 3x minus 2 equals to 0. Find the sum of P union Q. So you have to find out the P union Q set and then sum of all the values of P union Q, right? And then you have to answer it. So yeah, how can we solve it? So we have two equations, right? And we have to solve the two equations to get the values of the roots, and then we have to get the sum of roots, right? That is basically one idea you can think of. So okay, let's try to solve the equations. Let's solve the simpler equation first. So the Q equation, right? So Q, for Q, it is given that X, such that X belongs to real number and X is root of 2x square plus 3x minus 2. 2x square plus 3x minus 2 equals to 0. So 2x square plus 3x minus 2 equals to 0. If you try to factorize it, it will be 2x square plus 4x minus x minus 2 equals to 0. Or you can write 2x minus 1 and x plus 2 equals to 0. Or you can get the value of x as minus 2 and 1 by 2. Right? So this is my set Q. Q contains minus 2 and 1 by 2. Okay, so let's try to find out that is there any intersection between Q, P and Q. So how can we find out there is an intersection between Q and P? So if you use these roots in your P equation given in the P, and if you get 0, then I can also say that this is a root of that equation that is given in the P, right? So let's try to find out. And why we are trying to find out, that we are going to come next. That is going to come next. Yeah. So let's wait for that. So what is the equation that we have for P? That is 4x cube minus 7x square. 4x cube. So let's denote it by px sum, or let's say fx, right? 4x square, 4x cube minus 7x square. 4x cube minus 7x square plus 2x minus 5 plus 2x minus 5 is equals to 0. So if you put the value of minus 2 here, so you will get 4 into minus 2 cube minus 7 into minus 2 square plus 2 into minus 2 minus 5, right? So it's not equals to 0. So it will be 4 into minus 8. So minus 32 minus 7 into 4 is 28 and plus 20. So obviously this is not equals to 0. So minus 2 is not a root of this equation that is given in the P, right? Minus 2 is not, obviously. So let's try to find out if 1 by 2 is root of that equation. So what we can do is 4 1 by 2 cube minus 7 1 by 2 square plus 2 into 1 by 2 minus 5. So it will be equals to 4 by 8. This is 1 by 2 minus 7 by 4 plus 1 minus 5. So again, this is not going to be equals to 0. So I know that P intersection Q is equals to 5. That is, there is no value common between P and Q. So there is no roots of Q which is also a root of P, right? So the equation given in P don't share any common root with the equation given in Q. Okay, so actually why we are doing this, right? So So basically you can solve it using, so you can solve the quadratic equation and the equation of degree 3 also, but I'm going to do it in a different way and I'm going to explain it. So if p intersection q is equals to phi, I know that sum of all the values of p intersection phi is going to be 0, right? And I can write sum of p union q is equals to just sum of p plus sum of q, and we have this q set, right? We just need to find out this s of p. So what is s of p? That is the sum of roots of this equation, 4x cube minus 7x square plus 2x minus 5 equals to 0. So do I even need to solve this equation? Because I just need the sum of roots, right? And if you recall the sum of the concept of equation, so you will recall that ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equals to 0. If there is some equation like this, so what is my sum of roots value equals to? So sum of roots is equals to minus b by a. So from here I can directly get the sum of roots. Don't even need to solve the equation to get the all the roots and then have to sum all the roots, right? So from here I can get the sum of roots as minus b divided by a, which is equals to minus of minus 7 divided by 4, which is equals to 7 by 4. So this is my value of sum of p, right? Sum of all the values of p, sum of all the roots. So s of p is also there. Now I just have to find out my answer, which is equals to s of p union q, which is equals to s of p plus s of q. So this s of p is 7 by 4 and s of q is the sum of these two values, minus 2 and 1 by 2. So minus 2 plus 1 by 2, so which is equals to, if you just do 4, it will be 7 minus 8 plus 2. So it will be 1 by 4, which is equals to 0.25. And that's how, see that how elegantly you can solve this problem using this concept of maths. That is the beauty of the maths, right? So yeah, that's how you can also save your time. So knowing the fundamental concept of maths are very important to save your time to score a good marks in NSET. And yeah, that was the thing. And all the best for your exam, NSET exam.
यार लाइटिंग दिक्कत है. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Am I audible? Can you once check? So we will be ending this session. All the links you can find in the description and the pinned comments. And also if you have any doubts or you need anything, you can just comment in this video and we'll share that with you. Also join the Telegram community because we keep sharing the updates there also, so it will be beneficial for you all. So yeah, see you all in the next session. Bye bye.